Hey, big man. Wagwan. Ja Rasta. Big ups yourself. Excuse me. Got the toes out today, so excuse the toes. Got the toes out today, so yeah. I'm gonna come to y'all and have a little conversation. You know what I'm saying? About a few things, but we're gonna talk. I wanna have this conversation with you guys. A little bit about me, you know. Kind of got some things to kind of like get off my chest. You know what I'm saying? Since a therapist is not an option at this point in time, but yeah, I figure anything is better than keeping it in, huh? With that being said, I know a lot of people got shit to say or ways that they think shit should be in this movement or ways people should be. You know what I'm saying? But everybody is different. When we, it's a lot of different personalities. A lot of when we came into this, when we came together, when we tried coming together as one. There's a lot of different motives, personalities, a lot of different, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of difference that came together in one area, one spot that's trying to come together in one area, one spot. You know what I'm saying? Trying to accomplish one goal. But people fail to realize amongst all those different demographics of people, you know what I'm saying, that not all are walking the same route. You feel me? Not all are walking that same route. Because really, honestly, with me, I feel like everything that's been going on in my life has been leading me up to this point in time and in life. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like everything that I've been going through in life has been leading me up to now. And it's been getting me ready. It's been getting me prepared for future events. With that being said, I never really seen a lot of money. I mean, I know a lot of people probably, you know what I'm saying, but I never seen a lot of money at one time. You know, I've always tried to keep a job because I've been on my own since I was 13, you know. With a lot of kids, the streets catch them at that time. You know what I'm saying? They really turned to the streets because they had nobody else to turn to. But yeah, I've been on my own since I was 13. I actually had to find ways, and instead of doing it the easy way and going to the streets and, you know what I'm saying, trying to make as much money as I can at that age, I decided to, you know, utilize what I had around me and go from there, you know what I'm saying, and try to do a different outcome than the rest of my family. So that's what I did. I found ways to implement myself within the community, which you should say, or implement myself within life, just in general. I joined the Boys and Girls Club. I met some cool white people that I got along with, you know, and that some cool white people, you know. And he was the top manager of the Boys and Girls Club, you know what I'm saying, and he was real cool with me. As a kid, as growing up, I grew up in a rough household, so my I grew up in a rough household, so my upbringing and things that you know what I'm saying, that's installed in me, like I know how to carry myself when I'm going out about. So basically, that drew a lot of attention to me. A lot of people gravitated to me, and it led me to have a lot of opportunities. So with becoming cool with the Boys and Girls Club manager, he introduced me because I wanted to hunt. I always seen people in magazines, and I always seen white people in magazines and everything posted up with these big elks and big white-tailed deer and all this. And here, I used to hear kids come to school, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I'm sorry I'm gonna bring my homework in from last week. We had hunting season, you know, and the teachers was cool with it, or they'd be gone for months at a time on a big hunt, you know, or, you know, oh, I had to help my dad, we're getting ready for deer season, or, you know, just things like that, of that nature, things that I didn't have available. So I wanted to see what that was like. And so I did. And I went on my first youth hunt with the Boy Scouts, and come to find out they were the Boy Scouts. I went on my first youth hunt with them, and I met them and everything. And on my first youth hunt, I shot a white-tailed deer with good points, and a big black sow hog. But I got put in the newspaper. I got visualized. I got seen a little bit. After that moment, and hunting and getting to know the Boy Scouts and some of the game wardens that was around and taking us on the hunt. After becoming acquaintance with them, I became a Boy Scout after that. I started going and attending meetings, and I was really close to becoming an Eagle Scout. And that I don't want to put the blame on anything, but I feel like I was prevented from really just finishing that out because I was so close. But yeah, I wish I would have just, like, you know what I'm saying, had the help to finish that out. But yeah, so I was in Boy Scouts. I was close to becoming an Eagle Scout, really close, literally like literally close. With that being said, with them being in the Boy Scouts, I've done a lot with just in that. A lot of camping. I've learned a lot of environmental skills. I've learned a lot of survival skills. I learned a lot just by being in Boy Scouts. I've learned how to be efficient with very little. That's before the military experience. See, I'm jumping ahead, but yeah. So with the Boy Scouts, I've taken that, and I've done as much as I could with that. And so from there on, I'm going through some rough times, you know. By that time, I'm going through some rough times. Just moving around, city to city, school to school. I went to 4 different high schools. I moved to Utah for 8 months. It wasn't really just only supposed to be for 8 months. I was, like I said, I was going through some rough times. I met some people. I've always been on a spiritual journey since I was younger, you know, and I've always had an open ear. So I heard some people out, and I joined the church, heard what they had. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see what it was about. And it's not all lies like everybody assumed. I think people like to get things misunderstood or misdirected because we don't believe in a certain thing, so we throw a lot of lies onto it to make it seem worse than what it really is. And that's what we got bad, you know what I'm saying? Like just because we're unfamiliar with it, don't mean it's necessarily everything's completely wrong, you know? That's not the fact of the matter. But I heard some people out, you know, and gave it a shot. The returning of home. It was like I said, everything is meant to be. I really don't think that I was meant to really just stay there. I know I was meant to go and then have that experience, you know, but I don't think I was meant to stay, you know. Nothing tragic made me come back or made me, you know. It was just I never had the parent structure, and the people that cared about me, I was still in high school at the time. The people that cared about me, they actually was giving me that parent structure that I was missing that whole time, and really they just cared about me, you know. It was the fact of that I was having my headphones in school and it started to mess with my grades, and the teachers notified the good folks that I was living with at the time, and they gave me a few warnings. It wasn't just like, okay, yeah, no. They gave me a few warnings, but how I was back then, I can admit how I was back then, and you know, it was a lot of trauma going on at that time, and I just didn't care. So I let it be what it be, and I took the headphones to school, kept my headphones in school, and just kept doing what I kept doing. And they were just like, hey, well, if you can't listen to us or follow us, then we gotta send you back. So that's what happened. But long story short, yeah, it wasn't nothing tragic, just a headphone problem in school. But and you know, but yeah, everything happened for a reason. I met some good people while I was there in Utah. I was like the only black person within miles of anybody. Like I lived on this highway. It's called Clawson. It's like 3-4 hours from Salt Lake City, and we was like in the middle of nowhere on this one highway. Like three different towns go to one high school, you know, and it's like, yeah. They treated me with respect up there in Utah, man. Like I can admit, like, I know racism is everywhere, but it's different. It's a different feeling of racism that you go different places. You know what I'm saying? Texas racism is a lot stronger, way stronger than Utah. Like, and they show it a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? People in Utah, they might be a little bit on edge of trying to show, or you know what I'm saying, they probably don't want to show it as much. But here in Texas, they don't care. With that being said, like, I've experienced a lot. Like, they loved me. I played football there for a little bit. Yeah, the kids loved me around. Like, I was literally like a superstar. I was popular, you know. So, yeah, came back to my hometown high school, and met my son's mother. Had a son. Met my son's mother. Had a son. I moved to a town about 45 minutes or an hour away. I finished up and got my credits. I got my credits up to 1 credit so I can graduate high school. And I moved back to my hometown to graduate with my class. because I felt like it was useless of me growing up all these years, because growing up in my hometown over here, growing up in my hometown over here, it's a football hometown, and we grow up to want to be the superstars of the town. You know what I'm saying? That's just the motive here. So I always wanted to be a rice bird. So I come back to graduate from my hometown. You know, I come back to graduate from my hometown and finish up that one credit, which I did. I joined the military when I was coming back from Utah, like a little bit before I was coming back from Utah. I started enlisting in the military. I ended up in the Texas Army National Guard. I did 3 to 4 years in that. Was getting taught to enlisting and was getting taught to enlist in active duty services, but at the time I didn't feel the need or want to, because of the newborn of my son and just wanting to be a father, and thinking that I could be around to be the father that I wanted to be. But as life goes, yeah. So coming out the military, that's another experience within itself. And with the United States being the United States, I don't know why everybody is so uptight about saying the United States is racist. Everything about the United States is racist. The fact that the United States don't even want to recognize that they've been racist in the past just shows that they still are racist. You know? But with us knowing that, we gotta know that everything that we do, everything that we go through has some stem of race in it. So everything I encountered in life, everything that I went through, everything that I experienced, it has some form of race in it. But they can't deter us from moving on through a society that they put up for us. You know, we here now. What we gonna do with the things that we have? I've encountered racism throughout my whole life. Everything, and I don't see how. Like I said, coming up, I've always been around. I've always seen black love, basically, from my father. My father was more, like I said, my father was more of the activist. So I come up off of that. But as you can see, I give people a shot. I don't hold it against you until you prove me otherwise. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hold anything that I've learned or that I've brought on against anybody. Never have I. But I wait until I see proof otherwise. I give people a fair chance. I give people a fair shot. You know what I'm saying? When my trust is lost, then I can't backtrack. That's one thing, you know. So I give white people a shot. I gave white folks a shot, man. I gave them a shot to prove me wrong multiple times. That, hey, maybe they're not as racist as I thought they were, or maybe they're not as racist as people think they are, or maybe they're getting better, maybe they're not as bad as they used to be. There's no such thing. It's not as bad as they used to be. It's not. They probably haven't been as vocal as they used to be, but now the past year or so, they have been very vocal, very noticeable. But yeah, racism is everywhere. We deal with it every day. I've dealt with it in every occasion that I've dealt with, that I've been through, that I've seen. Now on to the current experience with this movement. I say this to say that, people like to talk about people like to talk about people like to talk about what they see on the outside. What they think they know about you. What they think, you know what I'm saying, what nobody really truly knows. I feel like I'm meant to be here for this movement because I have nothing to lose. He's like I'm not saying that in a bad way, but I'm meant to be in the position that I'm in because of the things that I need to get done. I don't have any ties holding me down. I don't have a family. I don't have people that care about me. I don't. The people that cared about me has passed and gone away. So I don't have people that care about me. I don't have family ties. Yeah, I have my son, but he's states away. That's another topic. And he's well taken care of. But other than that, I don't have anything other. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anything to hold me. I don't have anything to really care about. I don't have anything to, you know what I'm saying, to really worry about at this time. That's how I feel. Like literally, I kind of have the shirt on my back and yeah. But I don't have anything to worry about at the time. I don't have to worry about making a certain amount of money to, and there's certain things in this. I don't have a lot to worry about. So it frees up a lot of mobility, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, but it also takes away a lot of activity and a lot of things that you could be doing, you know what I'm saying? So it's pros and cons to it. Look at the chickens. But it's pros and cons to it, man. Right now, I just feel like I said, I feel like my life has been set up to where it's where it's meant to be for the moment in time. You know what I'm saying? I try not to let too much discourage me, but yeah, I've always like things in life have taught me to learn to love myself, learn to love the people around me, no matter what color, age, no matter what color, age, anything, just learn to love the people around you. And like I said, like my grandma used to say, boy, people gonna talk about you anyways, so let them talk. You know what I'm saying? People gonna think what they gonna think about you. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't really, you know what I'm saying, press the issue on how other people see you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can try to minimize that by you know what I'm saying, putting forward the best image you see possible. But yeah, you can minimize it by putting your best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? But we can't we can't pick and choose how people and what people think about us, you know? Most of the time, people already have an image or an outlook on you before they even really just get to know you. And that's what really hinders people. But people do it a lot. It's a norm, you know? People tend to put their image that they want to see on you upon you, you know what I'm saying? Without really just getting to know you, you know? But see, my problem is when I see things like that, my problem is letting things like that be. Like how my grandma said, yeah, boy, just let it be. Like I let things like that be. And like whatever you think about me, you think about me, and I'm not gonna change it to try to better you than an outlook about me upon you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna try to stress that. But whatever you see in me, you see in me. You know, if you can't see the good in me, you can't see what I'm trying to accomplish and how I'm trying to go about things, then I can't force you to see that. I can only hope that you feel that I'm going in, that I can only hope that you feel that I'm genuinely, I can only hope that you feel that I genuinely love you like I love everyone else. Like I love myself. Because if I didn't love myself, I'd be a lot worse off, honestly. And I know some may think just by the look at me that, oh, yeah, you're already bad off. I'm not as bad as that it can be, you know. It's not as bad as it can be, and I know that. It could be a lot worse than what it is. So, what people think about you, you just gotta let them think. When people talk about you, just gotta let them talk. Don't let it go on for so long, because images and things can get lost in the sauce, and just you can't find it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that was one of my problems, letting things get lost in the sauce. But we working on it, you know, and I'm trying to find things that I can care about, that can motivate me into wanting to better myself as a person as well. Because I'm not saying I'm always 100%, but I'm not useless, and neither are you. Big ups yourself. It's been Ja Rasta. Big ups yourself, Ja Rasta. Big ups. Shalom.